Yay! Is it working? Am I clear? I'm trying something new. Haven't been happy with my quality of my live streams. Hey, Elise! How are you? Is it all good? Looks good, sounds good, awesome. How's everybody been doing? When I shared my Anastasia Beverly Hills Impeccable Foundation review, somebody asked me in the comments what would be an affordable option for that. And I first thought of this one. This is the NYX Bear With Me Blur. Yeah, Blurring Tint Foundation. Thought I might check these two side by side. So I got a new moisturizer also. Kiehl sent me this. It's the Ultra Facial Cream. Anyone used this before? So I wanted to try this. I don't know if I really should try something new underneath the foundation, but I'm going to try it anyway. Oh, that's a lot. It feels nice so far. I've used it once. And I feel like my skin is in actually really good shape. I didn't get burnt at all. I'm so proud of myself. I used my sunscreen every day. And I used my regular sunscreen on my face, the one by Skin 1004, Hyaluronic Cica. And on my body, I used, it's called Lizard. I don't know where it is. It's like Blue Lizard sunscreen from Amazon, and it worked really, really well. So this feels really nice. It feels very hydrating, but not too rich. I like rich though, but it doesn't feel like, yeah, it doesn't feel like it's going to completely sink into my skin too fast. I'm going to try the ABH Impeccable Foundation on, let's go on this side. How's everybody feeling, by the way? Is the weather getting to you? My daughter said yesterday she felt like there was a name she called it. It was a feeling that animals get when they're locked up in a zoo, like they just start pacing back and forth. She said that's what she feels like. Okay, so that's a lot. You don't really need a lot of this foundation for it to give you a nice coverage. I did add a little bit of that 3N, kind of matches me a little bit better. Lisa asked me if this was good for oily combination skin, and I'm not sure. I actually turned to Risa Does Makeup for information on oily skin, and she had oils break through throughout the day. I don't know if it broke up on her, but it did, it didn't control her oils. So if you're oily, it's good to know. And I have normal to dry skin, and I find if I'm prepped well enough, this works for me. This is the NYX, probably the wrong color, but we'll get the idea. I hope that you can see. I really try to get the best detail for you. I feel like I have better coverage on the Impeccable side, for sure, but it might be that I didn't use enough. So let me go back in with a little bit and see if I can layer that up a little bit, the NYX. Yeah, I feel better with this side. Has anyone tried this yet? Let me know what you guys think. They're both matte. I would say also this side feels better. The Anastasia Beverly Hills does, but I like this one. I traveled with it and I used it. You like the ABH? You can see the difference. I can see the difference. This to me looks a little bit more drying, but it's not bad. But overall, am I right that the finish is a little bit similar? I feel like I'm kind of right. Maybe not all the way right, but I feel like I'm kind of right. This side glows more. Interesting. Let's see how it goes with the rest of my makeup. Oh, I wanted to show you that I got shadow sticks. I think they're from L'Oreal. Let me just check. These, I didn't use this one. I did use this one. It kind of melted in Mexico a little bit, but it was just because it was hot. So this is the L'Oreal. I still have the plastic on it. I can't see. Maybe I'll be able to see on a different one. L'Oreal Le Shadow Stick. And I thought these were really easy to travel with. I love shadow sticks. I have Bobbi Brown. I love Bobbi Brown. It's probably my favorite. Laura Mercier is beautiful. I do like CoverGirl clean shadow sticks are beautiful, and I wanted to try these. These are L'Oreal. I thought it'd be nice to have an option for you. One side is a bit more glowy, right? This one? I think so too. This is why I'm not sure if this would be good for, I think combination skin would be good, but I'm not sure if you're really oily, if this would be good because I can wear it. Jody, how's it going? So I'm gonna go ahead and use this color. I'm gonna keep everything kind of simple. This is what I did when I was away, and this is something that I would do regularly. This formula is super nice and it lasts. Can't remember how much I paid for it. My daughter, I was talking to her the other day and she had gotten think she had gotten a primer from the drugstore and she couldn't believe how much it was. And that's what I'm hearing from so many people, how expensive the drugstore is. And she said, I would have rather have gotten something from Sephora. I think it was like $25 or something for a primer. That's not cheap. Okay, so that's one. Isn't that pretty though? I will link it for you. I probably could have gotten this on Amazon. I did buy this at Shoppers Drug Mart here in Ottawa before I went on my trip. I was looking for something that if I lost it or if I broke it, I wouldn't be upset, and something that would be easy to travel with, and it certainly was. You'll see when I go to apply another stick over it, it doesn't get sticky. Sometimes that happens. If it's too drying of a stick foundation or stick eyeshadow, it'll kind of grip and grab where I don't want it to. This one is Brown Abyss, number 240. I've got 420 Brown Bliss. Are they the same? Hold on. That wouldn't shock me if it was. Hold on a second. No, 240 Brown Abyss, 420 Brown Bliss. The eyeshadows, I was in the heat, humidity. It wasn't that humid. It was humid. My hair was so curly. I couldn't do anything with my hair. So it definitely was humid, but not uncomfortably humid. And this eyeshadow stayed. So I wore it when we went shopping during the day. It didn't budge. I don't know if I'll wear this one, but I want to swatch this one. Okay, so that one's a little bit warmer. I just went in to the lash line and I keep just building and working it up, building and working it up. Any brush will do. As I blend it out, you'll see that it's going to soften up. I haven't used this one yet, so I'm hoping that's the case. But yeah, it just softens up. And the key is to get it before it really sets. And if you've taken the color off too much, then you can just go back and build it up again. Jane, I personally don't find them to be as waterproof as Bobbi Brown or even the Sephora brand. These ones, Heather, or Mary Jose, you've tried these? I don't have issues, though, to be fair, with eyeshadow moving around a lot. I never have. You know, some people's lids are oilier than others. Mine aren't that oily. It all has to be taken into account. How oily is your eyelid? What are you doing that day? Back to my trip. It was absolutely wonderful. I visited with my mother-in-law and her partner, who I really enjoy. I find this a little dark actually under here. Maybe the other one was a little softer. I'm not sure. I would have thought this would be softer. Your eyes eat eyeshadow, Amy? Yeah. If you were going to try it, just try one and see how you like it and then go from there. I'm not going anywhere, so I'm going to try the other one on the other eye. I want to see the difference. Okay, so this is the other one. Let's see if we can see a difference. So yeah, this one feels a little softer. My husband and I, we went and saw downtown and went for walks, saw some art. Oh, I got a beautiful necklace I have to show you. Look, it's so pretty. It's a jaguar and it's like a mask of a jaguar. I was looking for something that was really unique and that would remind me of our trip. That's what my goal was to find a piece of jewelry that was very unique to that trip, and I absolutely love it. I tried to ask who the artist was, and she said just a local artist, but I really wanted to know because there were some pieces that were so beautiful. There was a ring that was, I think, a jaguar as well, and I had it on. It would have been really expensive had I bought everything. Now I need to go back and get the ring. Those kind of rings I don't think really suit me, but I didn't care. Just the uniqueness of it I thought was so pretty. I like this one better, just saying. The Brown Abyss instead of the Brown Bliss. This one feels like I had to work it in a little bit more. This one feels more my shade. Actually, just to make it look more even, I'm gonna go back in with this one. That's what it is. I feel like this one might be a little softer. Is there a little shimmer in this maybe? Usually if there's a little bit of a shimmer, it's a little bit softer. Maybe that's why I'm having an easier time blending it. I bet you that's why, maybe. It feels like it. That's my guess. I did my brush swoopy swoop on here, and I'm just making that a little, well, quite a lot more dramatic. I just want to play. That's what I'm looking for. Just to be able to build. Sometimes it's cool to see videos where one side is done with high end. Okay, that's good. That's what I'm doing. Yay. I didn't do it with eyeshadow though, Mary Jose. I did it with the foundation. There, that's building nicer. I'm liking this color. I told you I'm going to a psychotherapist, who's a hypnotherapist. Did I tell you guys that? And it's that whole theory. I'm probably repeating myself. I'm excited about it though. It's all about, what is the body hold? Something. That's the whole idea. I'm trying to figure out if I'm holding on to something that's causing my body to not let go of pain. I'm open to anything. I'm just searching for all the answers. It was really hard sitting on the plane going to Mexico. We were supposed to leave at 10 o'clock and then we left. We didn't get in until really late. We were delayed a long time because of the snowstorm in Montreal. Then the plane ride, the flight was 6 hours. So it was just so much sitting and it hurt so bad. What's your favorite brow product? Tell me your favorites. Yes, the Body Keeps Score, Mère José. So that's why I'm going to the psychotherapist. I didn't know he was a psychotherapist. I thought he was just a hypnotist, but he's both. So I've been seeing him. I've had maybe four sessions with him, and I have one more before we get into the hypnosis part of it. I'm so worried that I'm not going to be able to be hypnotized. I'm open to anything. Maybe I've got some trauma that I'm not even remembering, and I just got to let it go. I still have hope that we can heal ourselves. I always find on my live streams, I do the worst makeup applications because I'm so busy talking. Looking at my skin again, just evaluating, I have more hydration on this side than I do on this side. I feel like this has more life to it than this side does. I still feel like this isn't as hydrating as I like. So would it be my favorite foundation on my dry skin? No, it wouldn't. It feels okay. It is perfecting. I did have it looking nice the other day because I put highlighter and everything there. It probably wouldn't be my first choice, just so you know. And the NYX foundation isn't my first choice either. It was just really easy to travel with. And it stayed because it's a matte formula in the heat of Mexico. But it also wouldn't be my first choice for my dry skin. I just wanted to show you the comparisons. Yeah, my makeup is the worst, I swear. Don't pay attention. We're just here to chat. Back onto the blue eyes for a second while I'm waiting for Heather. Your eyes can really go with everything. The only one color that I'm not a fan of as much on my eyes is blue. For some reason, it takes away from the blue, but greens look really pretty. Everybody says orange looks nice on orange, or warm colors looks nice on blue eyes. It all depends on your skin tone too, because sometimes oranges, certain kinds of warm tones will make me look more dull, but the bright peachy colors make my eyes look better, in my opinion. Either you're one or the other. And if you're like me, we're more cool. And if you're more warm, like an olivey skin tone or warm skin tone, the muted warmth might be really nice on you. Look at, I'm just going for the red. Should I? Your eyes are blue-gray color. Yeah, that's me too. But if you wear green, can it kind of look green? Sometimes mine can look a little green. I feel like going bright. I'm going in without a lip liner and everything. I just want something on my lips. And then I'm going to show you the side-by-side of the mascara. Okay, I'm going to do one on one side. This is the Flutter Extensions Mascara. I took this to Mexico and I really liked it. It didn't budge at all. The Natasha Denona, the palette that you're talking about, is it more pinks? I will order it for sure if you want to see it. I love eyeshadows. I just love it. It's a medium. And it's inspiring always. I love her as an artist too. Her makeup looks so pretty. So what I find with this mascara is, I think if you haven't seen my previous video that I just posted, it really allows me to have a lot of control. So I'm not getting anything on the other side of my lashes, which is really nice. And it really grips. I find it nice and black. Okay, what a difference, eh? Oh, I haven't put concealer on yet. Look at me. I'm so distracted. You have deep tear troughs. You look beautiful, Heather. I can see your icon right there. It's not very big, but I can see you. You are stunning. We're always so hard on ourselves, I find. We gotta stop that. Because I guarantee you nobody's thinking that when you're when we're looking at you. I know it. And yeah, on the bottom lashes, I really like this brush too. And I'm so glad that I'm comparing because I can't remember the Lash Idôle, this one. So I want to see the difference myself. If you were to choose a mascara from the drugstore, would you go to the L'Oreal section, the Maybelline section, or Revlon, or Essence? Which one would you go to? I'm always a L'Oreal person myself. I don't know why. Does the mascara come in brown? I don't know, Heather. I'm not sure. You prefer brown? I don't use brown very often. Okay, so here we go. We've got the just Lash Idôle. That's all this is. And the wand is different. Let's compare the two. So very different. That's what I remember about this one. I had to make sure that I had it turned around properly to do the bottom lashes. Otherwise, if I had it like this, the wand part of it would hit my cheek. So I got to remember to turn it around to do my bottom lashes. My husband just heard you say, "Hey, oh, that's what I missed." I can't help myself. And then when I'm editing, I'm like, oh, there, I said it again. Okay, let's try this one. Oh, I got a lash. Hold on. Automatically, this one feels like it doesn't grab like the other one, although it's fine. Feels a little softer. The bristles are a little softer. And I believe I read that this one is for volume and this one is for length. I don't know, I feel like I get good volume on this one. It's hard to talk when I'm doing mascara, you guys. Okay, take a good look. Tell me which one you like better. You guys see the difference? I have a lash once again. I don't know. I don't know which one I like better. I feel like I like this side better. Both good, but yeah, I think it definitely is the wand that I like better on the Flutter. This one, I have to think about it. It's a little thicker for those bottom lashes. And let me go back in with this one, but I'm going to turn it around so I can really get into the base. Yeah, and this builds really nice too. I'm not getting, I don't think it's clumping unless you see it clumping where I can't. Clio, I like Clio. Yeah, and it doesn't move, but holy cow, it's waterproof. This is Makeup by Mario. And this color is, I like his liners. Neil's, it's called. Oh my gosh, I have a black tie event to go to on Thursday. I have no idea what I'm going to wear. We used to have to do that quite a bit years ago, and I've kept everything that I've worn. I'm hoping I don't have to buy anything because I don't go to black tie events. This is like a soiree, like a fundraiser. I always find it might be a little silly to spend a lot of money on a formal dress when I'm only doing it once and I don't know when I'll ever do it again. I'm hoping that something fits. I wanted to try this, so I did get the Makeup Forever. I don't know why I got this. I was pretending I was a makeup artist again, like a working one. Because will I ever use all of these? I don't know. I actually thought it would be really nice to travel with to Mexico, and then reality set in, and I realized I probably wouldn't wear a lot of them on my vacation because I don't wear a lot of makeup. Was it this color? That color? That color? Ooh, that's pretty. I would tend to mix these colors in with each other. I realize I don't spend a lot of time on contour, and then I thought maybe people want to see that, so should I do that? This is my contour shade right here. Let's go into this one. So I've got two Makeup Forever palettes. I've got a Lash there. I'm just gonna slightly go in and see if I can define that a little bit. I don't normally spend a lot of time doing this because I don't want to say I don't care, but I do it when I really feel like it, when I'm really in the mood and I'm playing, but I never do it because I feel I need to, ever. I can understand doing it though. There's that darn lash. Get off of there. There we go. Okay, so that worked out well. I would love to see contour and bronzing. Okay, perfect. So just going in, there's a hollow there. So I always go from the top, like where my ear joins, and right, there's a natural hollow right there. So that's where I go. That's where I try to stick it. I don't try to recreate or reshape my face in any way. I used to, I suppose. Depends on what weight I'm at, honestly, because I've been many different weights in my life. So there were times probably where I wanted to have more of a chiseled cheekbone when I was younger, because when you're younger, you just have a fuller face anyways. And I always wanted to look slimmer. Now I don't care as much, hiding my sagging jowls when I'm not smiling. Oh my gosh, Heather, you're so pretty. So that's why we just have to keep smiling all the time, Heather, because it will hide your jowls. Do you ever catch yourself if you're lying down, like backwards a little bit, and then you get a glimpse of yourself, what you look like when you're looking at your phone? It's horrifying. It's the worst angle. Don't ever do that. Just catch yourself at good angles. When you're looking at yourself, always hold the mirror up just a little bit. 61, I'm already hollowed out. Yeah, that's right, Michelle. That's because we sag a little bit. That's what happens. For jowls, assuming your jowls are right here, you literally, don't make it obvious, very, very light shadowing, light hand, and you would just bring it ever so slightly. Doesn't do a whole lot if you go directly under your jaw. Really have to kind of cheat it up a little bit. And to me, you got to really be careful that that doesn't start to look dirty. If it starts to look dirty, that's no good. We want to make sure that that's all blended out. And that's the key, right? And I don't contour in here at all. Um, I don't do anything there because I really want this to be full. And if this is really hollowing out on you, I also don't think it should be too bright. You don't want anything drawing attention to this area, whether it's bright or dark. I see people doing that where they highlight this area thinking that it's going to bring it out. And to me, it just draws all the attention to that area. So I don't want to bring any attention to the area that I feel more hollowed out. I want to bring attention to where I feel good about myself, which is right in here. That's really where my mindset is if I don't want people looking at a certain area, I do everything that I can to make sure that they're looking here where I'm confident. Think about when you're looking at somebody, what do you look at? You're not looking at their jowls. You're looking at their eyes and their smile. That's what you're looking at. And if you're looking at somebody else and judging or assessing their skin and assessing their jowls and thinking negative, well, we gotta kind of ask ourselves, where does that come from? I'm pretty sure that you're looking at women and just thinking they're beautiful. So remember that when you're looking at yourself, because that's how we see you. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of that contour color, this one right here, and I just put it on my fingers because I cannot get a straight line with the brush for the life of me. And I kind of feel where my nose is right there, and I go down just like that. I can feel like the bone is quite narrow there, so I just go along and it creates shape. I'm not going to change it that much. I could go right there. I just kind of tighten up my nose and pop a little bit on the tip so it doesn't look long. And our nose keeps growing, so it is going to get longer. So as it gets longer, I probably will put more contour there to make sure it doesn't look too long for my face. But that's about all I do. And then sometimes I might bring a little bit of highlight there. But when I do a highlight there, it tends to accentuate some of my texture because I have wrinkles. I have pores on my nose. So if I wanted to do that, I could take one of these. Let's kind of go into these colors and I'll try to get it straight. Yeah, I mean, maybe a little bit more highlight there to make that as wide as the other side. So I'm going to go into probably this one, maybe with a touch of that one. It's nice to be able to mix a little bit. And to double check it, I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand first to make sure that it's fine. And really, there's not much there. So it's very forgiving, this one. See, to me, there's not a whole lot of point doing that contour when I'm going over this area with a bronzer. But I like the bronzer better on my forehead because to me, it just makes sense. It just looks like I've been in the sun and I naturally got a little color versus me trying to change my shape. But I'm not going right in the hollow anymore. I'm just going on top. Again, something that I find very easy to do with a powder, because I can go like, really, when you think about bronzing, you could really put it all over the place. Do I want that really though? I don't know. Just like that. I do have highlight in this, so let's check that out. I'm gonna use this new brush from BK Beauty. This is a 114. I wanna go into this champagne color more than this. Maybe I'll just stick with this color for now and see what happens. Oh, and I still didn't do concealer. Bad, Julie, bad. Thank you, Amy. Yeah, that looks pretty. That's about as much as I want. See, I feel like now with those cream products, I feel like my skin has come to life a little bit better. Question, what are your top 3 things that you do at home for your skin that has the biggest effect? Vitamin C, drink lots of water. Do you know what I've been doing is taking zinc. I didn't know zinc was really good for your skin and hair, and I'm low in zinc, so I've been adding zinc to my diet or to my supplements. I really get sensitive to anything with retinol anymore, so I really have to be careful. Even if I use too much vitamin C, I have to be careful. So I'm kind of going for more just really, really hydrating my skin. Lumiere MD, it's vitamin C and E. I do have a few to try though. And I've been using La Roche, the serum, the hyaluronic serum, acid serum. I really like that one. I always use a washcloth, and the washcloth to me exfoliates my skin every day. I don't rub hard, but I use a fresh washcloth every day, and it's just got enough roughness that it gets the dead skin off. And I shave my face. And when I shave my face, I get all the dead skin cells off, and it's just so bright when I do that. So between the vitamin C, shaving my face, basically doing a gentle exfoliator every day with my washcloth, and my moisturizer, then that's pretty much it. I'm very basic, but I do go for the treatments, and I use nice stuff, and I always have used nice stuff. That's where I treat myself. So I like the Tatcha Dewy Skin. I've been using Tula lately, and I just finished the Skin Fix, which is really nice too. I like a rich moisturizer. Yeah, shaving makes a huge difference. What are all these? Let's swatch a few of these. So are those all highlights? Yes, they are. And what about these? Also kind of highlights. Oh, they're pretty though. Look at those. Hey, I kind of want to try the lighter color a little bit. Although I know I'm going to want to go darker, but I kind of, maybe that one. So I'm using this one first because I'm just curious. I know I'm going to want to go deeper. Yeah, I'm really curious how this looks. Oh, and see? Actually, maybe I won't want to go deeper. Hey, that's pretty. Oh, that's nice. Ever so subtle. That's really pretty. Yay, I'm excited about that. I can see better on this side when I use it. Hey, I really like that, you guys. That's kind of my style for blush. I'm not a big, like, whew, in your face blush kind of person. Okay, so that's this one. Not showing a lot. And then I'm not going to use that one. That would look so pretty with one of the MAC lipsticks though. And I'm not going to use that one. Just wouldn't look good. Don't forget to like this live. Yeah, thank you, Amy. Let's go with that one. I don't think that's going to go with my lips, but they're all really pretty. I feel like that tone could be really pretty if I blended it in with something. Am I going to be sorry if I do that? Bear with me. I might look like a clown. I really like this. I want to keep it like this, but I'm too curious. So I'm going to dip into this a slight bit. And then I'll dip into this one. Watch it not make a difference. It's a soft brush that I'm using, so maybe it won't be as, let's go on this side, powerful as I think. Oh yeah, it's really soft when I do that. Okay, so I'm gonna dig in a little bit more. I'm nervous. Yeah, okay. So, and remember, if you use a softer brush, it's not gonna be as powerful. If you use a really dense brush, it's gonna deposit a lot more color. There we go. So that's the mix of this one and this one. Pretty. Yay. Okay, so that's a little bright on that side. It sticks to that little poofy part there. I'm just going to take an empty brush and make sure it's all blended out. Oh, and I didn't put concealer on. Let me see about using something in here. Oh, I bought this. I want to try. I'm going to do a full face of drugstore. I'm excited about this one. I think it's going to be a nice soft color. And also, I bought this. Did I show you this? I want to try that sometime too. And I feel like that might be in a short video that I show you guys what this looks like. I'm curious. I haven't tried it. There's not a whole lot of brows to laminate. Thanks for liking, you guys. That helps. I'm going to go in with this color maybe and see if I can use this as concealer. Check out this eyeshadow. So the eyeshadow's not moving. That's good. Just to brighten up. Might just mix it a little bit. There we go. So my daughter has reading week this week. I totally forgot until yesterday. She only lives a half an hour away from us, but she's home for the week. So I didn't even think about groceries, but I was prepared for her unknowingly. I had already made egg salad and guacamole. There we go. That works. But I'll have to think about food for her now. Nice having her home. There, that feels better, I would say. So I got this. It's loose powder, 100% agreed cloud set loose powder, instantly brightens and makes skin look airbrushed. I am excited to try this. And I think I'm gonna try the pink. Wow, are they ever big? Look at the difference. I don't know, is that 20 grams? That feels hefty. Look at, I got a little pom-pom. Oh my gosh, my dog Shelby's gonna love this. I love that color. I wish I had something in that color. Okay, and they gave me a sponge. Thank you, Kosas. That is so nice. Has anyone tried Kosas powder, the cloud set? So it's got this lid, and then I'm sure there's a plastic thing on this. Yes, there is. Look at how smart I feel today. There we go. We've got the pink. Everything, I just did that nicely, so there's no creasing. Nice. That looks good. What do you think? It looks nice to me in my 10 times mirror. Definitely blurred things out. I think I'm going to try the other color maybe on this area. This is a time where I might put it down my nose too, because I don't mind that to be a little brighter. Maybe in here a touch. My foundation's a little dark for me. What is this? This is translucent buttery. These darn nails, they're pretty, but they're not functional. You can't do anything with them. Brand of lipstick. Oh, I have the MAC. It's Brave Red on. I love it. Okay, let's try this buttery one here. Does that darken it too much or is that okay? That's okay. You can see some shine right in around here. All right, there. And that's it. That's all I want to do. I would use a setting spray probably in this case because I've used a lot of, everything's kind of matte and I might just want to blend everything in together because I have cream and matte and powder and I feel like it needs a bit of meshing. This is my MAC Fix Plus Stay Over. Some setting sprays make me choke. Have you ever had that happen? This one doesn't. Trying to think of which ones that have. It's not good. Oh, it was Callie Ray made me choke. It was raved about by somebody, so I bought it. I was influenced, and it made me really didn't make me feel very good. Okay, I feel good. The only thing that I would do, but I'm not going to bother doing, is I would probably clean up around my brows to make it a little bit cleaner, but I think it looks okay. So let's review. I think we all liked the ABH better, but the NYX worked. And the eyeshadows are good. They're doing pretty good. The L'Oreal. I'm gonna link everything for you. Let me know, help me decide on what you like to see. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have a visit with my husband and daughter and have some dinner. And thank you so much for joining me. And if you watch the replay, thank you also for joining me and leaving comments. I'll see you guys later. Bye.